We will have the second talk about eIDAS. Thanks a lot. I heard that you have already changed that. Yeah, Franz is unfortunately ill. Thanks a lot. Please introduce yourself. We are very poised to see. I think, do you talk about monetization at all? I think in the abstract it was a little bit also about monetization. Yeah, how to make money with eIDAS? No, with data spaces. Please. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Yes, Franz, my colleague, is unfortunately not here for health reasons, so I have to make the presentation for him, but I think I can do it as well good as he has done. You can decide it afterwards. I want to talk about eIDAS within data spaces on another level, not within live demonstration, but with a view into possibilities to monetize data spaces, and which is necessary to do this in many cases, and how you can do it. So we are talking about trust. This morning we had upstairs a definition of trust. I would add another definition for trust. Trust is a legal term. Trust is a legal term, and someone can give you trust if he is a qualified trust service provider, for example. So he makes can give you a signature, and with the signature you can also go to the court and have a discussion about contracts or sealed documents and so on. So trust is not something which is built of the story of see each other. It's also a legal term. eIDAS is made for electronic authentication and trust services. So you can and should use eIDAS if you want to have legal contracts, and in this case the trust services and authentication are the more important things you have done with eIDAS. eIDAS 2.0 is adding something, but it's not a completely new legislation. It's just an addition to the existing legislation, so you can say it's eIDAS without any number. In data spaces, the identity is a key role, but it's not mainly the key role, because if you're part of the data space with identifying yourself with your identity, you're a part of the data space. You have done an onboarding. We've seen in a form. Then I'm able to do some things, but to share data and to monetize data, for example, it's necessary to have these IDs to sign smart contracts and so on, to have contracts which are reliable. And so we can say, okay, trust is bringing on us to transactions. Without trustworthy identities, we wouldn't be able to do transactions which are possibly in many use cases. If you think about the health sector, banking, or so on, there it is necessary to have sovereign ID, a state ID, which is provided to you by your legislation, and not an ID which is built off an SAP member number or such things, because these are not legal IDs and they are not working. But if you have a look at healthcare sector, then you have to decide between two types of IDs. You have, on the one hand, an ID of a natural person. On the other hand, you have the ID of a legal person. eIDAS started with legal person IDs. In the first moment, we had legal IDs, which are built for being able to view by governmental agencies in all countries of Europe, but not all countries of Europe implemented the eIDAS. With the eIDAS 2 or the additional regulation, it's necessary for all European countries to implement eIDAS, and also it's possible to use the identities, the legal identities, built in eIDAS main document, main regulation. You can use these identities also for business cases, as we have seen. And then you have a legal ID. This legal ID is complemented with natural person ID, and if you are a patient and want your data out of the hospital, not just in your country, if you have maybe a local system for getting data out of your IT infrastructure of your country, you can get with the eIDAS identity your medical data out of all hospitals and so on, medical institutions all over Europe, and should be able to retrieve the data. And on top, you should have the ability to share your data for secondary use, maybe for scientists, for doing medical research and so on. And you can also do other things. You can add your data you have maybe from smartwatches, electronic fitness devices. You can all put these data together and give these data, for example, to researchers. And eIDAS, in this case, will ensure that you have a proven identity as a patient as well as company. And it's not working?
I have to stand up.
Oh, no, it's not working. Okay. Yes, and from this point of view, if you have identities which are publicly trustworthy, you can do legal contracts. And legal contracts are the base for data economy, data as a service. If you don't have a contract for data which is legally acceptable, you will not be allowed in most cases to share data. And you can do verified data marketplaces, as you can see with Dynamo and SmartSense. It's a base to have this, to be production, not to be in a lesser trustworthy way. So I would end with this slide. So I've said many things about identities, and to add something to Pierre said, data doesn't flows on rainbows. I would add data flows in the speed of trust. If you don't have trust, data will not flow. If you have a simple screw, but the screw is used in an airplane, you have export control. Because this screw is usable for civil airplanes and also for military airplanes. And you are not allowed to share any data with anyone if you don't know the identity of the person which is receiving the documents about this crew, how to produce this crew. The company which is receiving the data, or the person which is receiving the data from Airbus is required to identify themselves, to comply with export control regulation. And that's why I think we should have this trust as some possibility to make business and with our data spaces. Thank you very much.